Hey, this is Sean Carleton again. Already, it's like, I don't know, I got up early and feel pretty good, so I'm gonna make a video. Okay, first thing I'd like to do is create something new, Wrestler of the Month. Uh, Eddie Edwards is my Wrestler of the Month. He's killing it in Japan. He looks like a veteran now, pretty much leading Roderick strong despite being the younger guy. Um, had a big match of the year candidate, arguably a couple, and he wrestled through a completely dislocated shoulder, I think. As a Cole Cabana said, he couldn't even walk backstage, and he went out and finished the match. So he gets it's more like a Fighting Spirit Award, I guess. Yes, that's what I'm gonna call it, Fighting Spirit Award, Wrestler of the Month. Okay, I'm gonna review a classic show I just finished watching last night. Death Before Dishonor VI. It's one of my favorite shows of all time. The opener is a Briscoes versus Jigsaw and Ruckus Vulture squad. It was a really decent opener, 35%, which is, but I don't know, 2.5 stars. Then we had Eddie Edwards versus Roderick Strong. Eddie was with Sweet and Sour Inc. and he was just new in ROH. And Sweet was right about him being the best prospect in wrestling, pretty much. Great match. Love the finish. Yeah. Then we hit the NWA World Title because Sweet and Sour always like to do back-to-back matches. Classic. Perfect promotion, like good old school NWA match mixed with like kind of a Japanese match. Really good stuff. 92%, which is high. It's like 4.5 stars. Then we had Necro Butcher versus Austin Aries versus Jimmy Jacobs. And it was kind of it was the Aries Jacobs feud. Necro thrown in, kind of Aries just playing Necro against Jimmy perfectly. Pretty good. It's necessary, so, but I don't know, maybe 45%. And then we had Naomichi Marufuji versus Shiozaki. Two of my favorite wrestlers. I thought it was a bit overkill, and I didn't exactly like the winner, but it was a pretty great match. 82%. Then we had Motor City Machine Guns versus Kevin Steen and El Generico. Back for the best feud in wrestling this year. High impact. It was breakneck pace, and it was break in the entire spine pace, break in half, rip it in half. Yeah, I marked towards. It was definitely really good. 86%. Then we had the main event, 4-way elimination for the Ring of Honor World Title. Nigel McGuinness versus Claudio Castagnoli, Tyler Black, and Bryan Danielson. Great match. Great stuff between Danielson and Claudio. Nigel being a perfect, smart, but cowardly heel. Tyler Black should have won it that night. It's most over he's ever been by far. And I didn't like who ended up winning anyway, the way he did, so that would have been perfect. It would have made it a 5-star perfect match. But I gave it a 95%, which is still pretty damn excellent. Then I'm gonna review Death Before Dishonor 8 because it's Death Before Dishonor 6. Might as well do 8 since I just watched it again. The opener is supposed to be Up in Smoke versus All Night Express, but Generico came out and Steen now. So we got that, and a lot of people don't like it on some of the message boards, but they're just being douchebags. I don't think it was a step back at all. Mostly wrestling, but it was extremely stiff. If any of those message board people got hit with a forearm like Steen threw, they'd be in a fucking coma. So I don't know what they're talking about. Love the finish, and when you include the aftermath, the intermission, perfect. I count that almost part of the match, an extension. Yeah, that gets 85%, I would say. Nah, 80. That's a lie. All Night Express was Up in Smoke. You know, it was good. You had to have something after that that wasn't too crazy. Kind of calm the crowd down a little bit. 55%. Then we had Austin Aries versus Delirious. Aries was epic. The match wasn't great. Didn't have a great finish, but you know, the feud wasn't that great anyway. Between Delirious and Aries, so yeah, 45%. Second annual Toronto Gauntlet between Tyson Dukes, Roderick Strong, Colt Cabana, Davari. Yeah, I don't exactly remember because it cut off halfway through the original and I haven't rewatched that match, so it's about 58%. Didn't like the finish. Then we had, after the intermission, we had Kenny Omega versus Christopher Daniels, which is it was definitely Daniels' best match up to that point, I would say. Might have been second. Kenny Omega looked really good. Looked like he belonged in there with Daniels. Proving that he can go with anyone, really. Even though Daniels is awesome. I give that match 84%, yeah. Sounds like I'm not sure, but I already did this earlier. I just think it deserved higher. Then we had my girlfriend's match of the night, which is weird because she doesn't like violence that much. Bloodbath between Kings of Wrestling and the Briscoes. It was just after Hero KO'd Papa Briscoe on HDN, so Briscoes were pissed and made for a good old-fashioned hardcore brawl. Someone even had a hubcap in the crowd, and one of the Briscoes took it and busted it over Claudio's head, so that was pretty entertaining. Kind of like the old ECW. But I thought the actual wrestling was a lot less sloppy than ECW. Wasn't a technical classic like the Big Bang, but you know, it was very good. Yeah, good old school brawl, 89%. Love to finish. Then the main event for the Ring of Honor World Title. But 80% of people on YouTube's match of the year, maybe, were tied with Taker and Michaels. Tyler Black versus Davey Richards. The first time when I initially watched it, I was cheering for Richards. Like, I was cheering for Bret Hart during the Iron Man when I was, I don't know, like 8, 7. So, I was pretty into it. And then on the second watch, I was more critical and still gets the same score, 100%. Perfect. Yeah. That's 5 stars to you Meltzer people. I don't mind Meltzer, he's pretty cool. Except for his haircut. It's never cool, ever. Yeah. So I would give that the Kobashi Masao award for match of the year. Tied with my bonus review, Shawn Michaels versus Undertaker from WrestleMania 26. I thought this was just like the same but different than the last match. Better than WrestleMania 25. And I loved how the finish kind of brought you back to not only Ric Flair's original retirement match with Shawn Michaels, second retirement match, Vader. It not only brought you back to that, but Shawn Michaels' defiance and his DX 90s type attitude. And he's like, "You're gonna have to kill me. Fuck you." I love that. That's instantly made it like one of the greatest matches of all time. Yeah. I should not say damn it. I'm gonna review Wrestle Kingdom eventually. That's what I'm waiting for. If anyone could get a live stream, I'd appreciate you as much as my mother giving birth to me. So please, anyone. Also, Ring of Honor has a show coming up pretty soon. Final Battle 2010. Generico versus Steen is finally ending a year later in the same building. So, and it's a fight without honor, and they're not allowed to make contact until that match. So, trust me, in this saga they built it up pretty good. Those two are gonna kill each other, and either way, it's gonna kind of suck. But it's the only way the feud can end is Mask versus career in ROH. So. We also got the title, Roderick Strong versus Davey Richards, and I think it's honestly going to be the best match they've had. Possibly even cracking 5 stars. I don't know if it can top Davey versus Black, though. That's going to be very hard. Or Taker versus Michaels. Yeah, so you guys take it easy. Try not to watch TNA. It's known to cause brain damage. That's not just the chair shots they used to have. It's a Russo lack of logic and not coming back to things. Well, glad I could bash TNA and give some good reviews. Hope I'm not as nervous as before. Actually looking at the camera, probably too much. It's probably creeping me out a little bit. You guys take it easy, and thanks for watching. Subscribe to Sanders Robin, Honor Hammer, and AMCN, whatever it is, Puro guy. He's really good, and he only has like a few subscribers. So subscribe to all 3 of the guys I mentioned, and don't subscribe to True Slayer because he has too many damn subscribers. I'm just kidding. I like him, especially his last TNA rant. Alright, see you guys later.